Okay guys, I'm in Illustrator right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get out of it right now. I'm going to talk to you about workspaces. This is spells from Dark Arts. Okay, workspaces should be kept clean. You shouldn't have a lot of folders on your desktop. Just stuff you're kind of currently working on. Then you need to move it. You should not have it just floating around because then your desktop gets cluttered and you get really unorganized. How to be successful. This is what I'm going to teach you. Okay, right now you guys need to know I'm running the versions. I'm running Photoshop CC and all the other programs. I basically bought that today, actually. So, starting from it. When you guys get organized, how you want to do it is, let's say we go through Photoshop imagery, right? All my shit's right here for resources. Then I'm going to go to renders. Anime, for example, and you see that they're labeled in folders based on what they are. You've got anime animals, music related, robots, fairy illustration, men, women, mature groups, Pokemon, unique, vector, and zombies. The point of this is to get you guys organizing. Organizing is the key feature that keeps you competitive in this field. Whether you're doing this for a hobby or whether you're doing it for a job like I am, you definitely want to make sure that you keep everything organized. Speaking of which, I run a few programs. I run Illustrator, Photoshop, Lightroom, InDesign, InCopy, Dreamweaver, Muse, After Effects, The Form, Adobe Form, whatever, and I run Camtasia, Corel Painter 12, trying to get into the digital painting area, but I'll get there, guys. But that's not what this video is about. Video is about keeping everything organized. For example, Illustrator. You have these nice little tools, right? I'm going to go ahead and go like this. I'm going to go ahead and create a nice ball. I'm going to go ahead and create a joystick. Okay, now what I'm going to go ahead and create is a circle around this joystick. The reason I'm showing you guys this, and I'm going to go ahead and do a shorter brush, is it gets you the general feel of, okay, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and create another layer. I'm going to go ahead and move this layer down. That way you can't see above it. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've done this. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we all know that a joystick from a video game system looks a lot like that. Then there's some buttons. You have a button here, and you have a button here. Then you have a system button right there, another system button right there. And then you're going to go ahead and make the box. The reason why this is, you just saw me move the layer down. It's all about organizing. If you can't organize, then you're going to fail at this. So you've got this joystick right here. And it's a pretty boring joystick, but it gets you a general idea. Then you have a fan out here. And I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with a green. Go ahead, brush. See, I don't want it green. I was trying to make a. There we go. You can go ahead and brush. The buttons are on the bottom, so I got to be very careful. Okay, so I'm going to make a third layer. It's my green layer, as I call it. I'm going to go ahead and make it green. I don't care too much about the stroke, but I'll keep it anyway. You just paint right over it to get it that green look, and all of this is just one layer. Why this is important is you can go ahead and move it. Okay, group. Undo group. Join. Yeah, okay. You basically have a green joystick. Okay. Now that was pretty easy, right? You just got to be very careful on how you do the layers. Okay. Now we get out of Illustrator, and the reason I'm showing you all these, we're going to go into our program. So let's go in Photoshop. For example, Photoshop Creative Cloud. And see, my goal here is to teach you organization. Yes, I'll participate in their survey. Thank you. Better off, tell us job type, industry. See, they don't need to really know all that information, but here I'll just do it. If they got it. Yeah, there we go. Graphic design. We actually have a big company. It's actually 500, but it doesn't matter. I'll just put industry. United States, and done. Okay, now, so we're going to go ahead and create something just to show you. This is going to be called Spells Lolly. And see, the beauty thing is, I can, sorry, my voice is going. You go BG, which is background. You create another folder called background. And I really don't like this color, so I'm just going to press Control U. We're going to make it black. Okay, now that's an easy way of doing it, or I could have got the bucket tool and done it that way. For a start, we're going to go ahead and paint some basic grass. Paint basic ground. So I'm going to take as much. Oh, sorry, my bad. I want to say edging tool. Edging tool. No, that's the half moon I don't want to do. Okay, chalk brush will work fine. I'll go ahead and create a basic gray ground. We're going to texture it up a bit. We're also going to move it just slightly. Okay. Now, you take a smaller brush, and that's a basic. Go ahead. Get some basic, color in there. So we're going to go ahead and clean it up. And this is the thing. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to create this. It's called highlighting. And this is to show you guys basic, simplistic things that is needed to succeed. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and get some gravel down. Okay, I don't know if it's okay. We'll go ahead and move up. Like it's a rock. Go ahead, just kind of crease out some areas. And the reason why this is so easy to do for some and not others is because they've had tons of practice at it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead, kinda scrunch up what I want. Just call this shadow. Okay. This is going to be called ground. So 1, 2, and 3. You have highlights, you have shadows, and you have the ground. Now, why is this important to group them like this? It's so much easier to work with. So let's say I get water. Okay. Yeah, water will work. Then I create a new layer. Then I go ahead get some deep water blue. I'm trying to find a really good texture for that. I'm gonna try this. And this has basically the textures I want, while conforming to the basic water line that I'm seeing. Now, you see there's also a chalk brush. I want this to be small because here's the thing. Say I want to create a shadow. This one's just base water. And then you go ahead and create some shadow. And you're going to go ahead and make it really small. Maybe even tilt it a little bit. And wherever the rock is, there's going to be this blue kind of wavy line to indicate that it's a bit lower than you want it. So we're just going to assume that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and create a shadow there. Now, here's the thing. There's not too many highlights on water. So we'll go ahead and create some grass, right? Simple enough. Ground, grass. And I'm trying to go ahead and make this as short as possible. So, grass. And now I'm going to go ahead and make a brown. Because brown's kind of my thing right now. I'm going to go ahead. See, I'm going to go ahead and add a blue water. Kind of right there. And this way I can just streamline the water where it needs to go. Okay, very cool. Now, a river, because the river is going to go ahead and circle this color again, because again, it's going to be pretty shallow, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and take this again and just go ahead and create a new layer. Call this river, spin off. And the workstation is to keep you guys happy, but it's also to teach you guys some fundamentals. We're gonna go ahead and create a generic ripple effect. Then we're gonna create a one on top of it called highlights. Now these are gonna be white. And I'm going to go ahead and bend my brush how I want it. This gives this river basically some basic texture. And it also will go ahead and add the highlights to this. And now, you're going to have some grass you're going to have to fill up, but this one's going to be called grass layer 2. And the reason why this is so awesome is it's teaching you guys the fundamentals, how to get some really green grass. We'll go ahead and go with this color because I like it. Other reasons, nah, I don't care. Go ahead and squeeze it really tight. And see, it just gets that texture. Just go ahead and this way you guys get some texture. Okay, now you're gonna go ahead and go darker. I'm gonna go ahead and switch brushes. I do have some grass brushes and some leaves and trees and stuff like that. This is also really good if you clean up. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up just a tad, a bit of it. I don't want it all cleaned up, but it will give you guys a great idea. Okay, so we add some shadows as well. I'm not trying to make this anything special. See, those are really good brushes, but not what I'm looking for. I'll go ahead and switch to a regular brush. Go ahead, take 100, scoot it down. Ah, my bad. Sorry, guys. The reason I'm gonna make the water not only shaded, but the shoreline, is because water, when it hits, don't always reflect light very well. So, to do this, you go ahead and shade. Now, the nice part about this is you can shade even more, make it 3D. I'm going to shade about that much. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish the grass with some rocks. Now, there are some cool things you can do. However, there's also some things that you just don't care to do. Go ahead and we'll go ahead and not only make that darker, then we'll add some natural highlights. We'll get this brush a bit smaller. This way, you can create where you want your natural highlights to be. Because we all know they're not going to be too much. Go ahead, and these are going to have to be darkened because I messed up. And I'm doing this really fast to kind of hurry it up. But the highlights, these are just rocks. Rocks. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the sides with these. Okay. Go ahead and maybe even erase these. I might just erase them. Then we'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and remodel it all. Okay, now with this being said, you have a lot of opportunity you can grow, but you also don't want to screw it up. So this one's going to be called Shadow. And I already know that I could shadow that up pretty well. Not like that though. Just kind of clean up the areas that might be questionable. Okay. And then you go ahead and finish up. Go ahead and get some definition to those rocks. Okay. And then you got a solid collection. Okay. Now anyway, I'll go ahead and save this after I use a brush to sign it. And because I use this brush all the time. Okay. Now, what the nice part of it is I'm going to call it signature. And I'll go ahead and put it on the rocks. See, because I made that a while back. Filter. And I'm going to go ahead and reduce the opacity down to almost non-existent. And put it somewhere that is fun for all. But okay. And this is basically a tutorial on digital painting without trying to be. Saving. Why this is important. I could save anywhere, but you want to save where your files are most welcome. This is kind of a signature. So I'm going to go ahead and put Photoshop items, digital painting, put it in July Shigs, and rename this to River. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and save as a PNG as well. I don't know why there's a warning. It might be because of how I have it saved. But I will go ahead and close it now since I saved it. And now you guys are learning about different programs as well. Let's go to one that isn't an Adobe product. Let's go with Painter 12. This is kind of like Photoshop, but it's really nice. Painter 12, sorry. I think my phone's going nuts. And I bet it is. Okay, anyway. There is a thing about Painter that is really nice. I can color management. But let me show you why I like this program so much. Let's go ahead with a color. That's fine. Whatever. It's going to create a white document. Okay. So I wanted to get a light gray. Say I wanted to sketch something. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to sketch. Since I'm not on Numero, I believe I'll be on this one. I'll go ahead and that's fine. Okay. I'll go ahead and sketch like a face. And when doing this, you sketch it like a sketcher. But say I wanted So I wanted to go ahead and do that. And now you know that their eyes have to be facing there. Okay, ready? Go ahead and move this. And the real cool thing about this program is, say I wanted to create some eyes. Essentially, they are the same exact width. Okay. It's got a mirror tool built in. It will always follow what you're doing. Give this guy some pecs. Kind of give him a armored look. And the reason why this is nice now, basically we essentially have a box. It's just to show you the tools. They're all different, but everything still falls into the same. It's how you, okay, whatever. So many updates. It's how you present yourself. I mean, you don't expect to have your room messy, do you? No, of course not. Yes, I agree. Basically, I expect the same stuff. You guys should strive to be better. You guys should strive to be great. You guys shouldn't be working so hard. You should keep everything as organized as possible. Other than that, I have nothing to tell you. This is how I create decent art, and this is how I love to work. It's all got to be organized, guys, or you're never going to be able to get anywhere. Okay, thank you. And this was spellsfromdarkarts.com. Hope to, well, get some reviews. Okay, bye.